The helmet isn't just a rule, it's a ritual. Every time you wear one, you are telling the universe, I respect my ride, I respect my life. Hi everyone, welcome to this episode. I am Dr. M. Rider, aka the Road Doc. Today I'm going to talk about why the helmet isn't just for the head. You know, let's talk about it. Why it's more than just protection. So these days, I've been observing here, everybody's riding without helmet. Maybe they don't know what they are entering or what kind of problems they will involve in. So let's just cover everything. My thoughts and reflections, being a rider and a doctor. So yeah, helmets they don't just save our head. Basically, they actually save our story being and like that, so that our story doesn't end right away. So yeah, actually people don't die from a fall, they actually die from impact. So let's that sink in for a moment. People actually die from the impact of it. That helmet is actually the thin line between your legacy and regret. Yeah, that's true. And you will realize when you regret it. And since we are talking about the regret, I will also talk about an incident I experienced just few days prior to recording this episode. I was just passing by, wearing all the helmet and everything. I was just passing by, cruising around 30 km per hour in a normal highway road. Not, we cannot say that is a highway. That's just within the city roads. Okay, and someone just passed by. Two people, maybe somewhere around 20 years of age. They are like they just passed by from my bike on the right with extreme speed, and I was like, what the hell? And I looked at them, and they were like riding it so crazy. I think they are riding, I think NS 200 if I'm not wrong. And one guy is playing loud music in his phone. Huh? He's like playing some YouTube video or something. He's playing it so loud, and I'm like surprised, dude, what's going on? I was like, they just passed by me on from my right, and I'm like I said, guys, I use my personal ride is Dominar 400 Aurora green color one. It's a 2023 version, BS6 complement everything, all these things. But yeah, so like within like 5 to 10 seconds, I hear a bam. You know what just happened within the 5 seconds of it? These two young people, they just crashed into an innocent person who is just crossing the road. And that the person who is crossing the road has nothing to do with this actually, but because of two people decided to go reckless without helmet, without riding gear, nothing whatsoever, they have unnecessarily involved some other person, an innocent person who is trying to cross the road, into whole different problem, right? Look at this. And I have just witnessed with my own eyes. These two people just hit the innocent pedestrian, and then this bike went sliding for like almost 500 meters, and both of them were injured and scratches were there, but these two people who were recklessly riding the motorcycle, they don't feel any pain. Then I realized, oh my god, these people are drunk. Yeah, you heard it right. These two young guys were literally drunk, playing loud music, going crazy left and right. And you know what they did? After they have fallen down, they just pick up their bike and everything, and then they just left. Because we all stopped our bikes, and everybody around in that region, they all came up to the innocent pedestrian, making sure that innocent pedestrian is safe. Me as a doctor, when I saw this, I just parked my bike and I was checking whether he is all right or not. And by God's grace, let's just say that innocent pedestrian was safe, no other visible damages to the head, or he is very conscious, he is speaking. Even we have waited literally 1 hour, because of course we are in a country where ambulance takes more time, and it was late night, so we had to wait, no other options. But uh, this innocent pedestrian who involved in an accident doesn't want to go to a hospital. I don't know why, but he's refusing left, right, and center not to take him to hospital. So, anyways, but he's very conscious. He's speaking clearly. No signs of head injury, trauma, or anything. But these people, I think they hit him on the right hand or left hand. I think right, yeah. They hit him on the right hand, and then they crashed. So his right hand got, I think, fractured. I think it started to swell. I have noticed his forearm is swelling up, and he's not able to move his fingers properly. Not all, but few. But yeah, but it's okay. I have done my basic assessment on the road itself, and I said you need to definitely go to the hospital just to make sure you don't have any other head or cervical injuries. So he just, after 10 to 15 minutes of time, he just sat down and stood up, and he is able to walk and all these things. These are fine, but it's just a precautionary thing to just get a CT or something, so that there won't be any mental block, because sometimes we never know, there might be any clots, hemorrhages, or anything. It's just better to get it. That's all. But yeah, see how an innocent person's life just changed because of two reckless people decided to ride their motorcycle and then crashed into someone else. And this is the reason why I tell everybody to wear a helmet and be mindful of others as well. If you like riding and stuff, then be careful. Not just you are responsible for your life, you are also responsible for other people's life on the road. So normal roads are not meant for racing. Keep that in mind. A real rider will never do that. We all know that, because I am also a rider. I don't like to show my speeding skills or anything on the basic roads. I do that in a very controlled and confined environment, like racing tracks, like clear highways with limited speed, something like that, in a very controlled environment, because we never know. On road it is pretty much uncertainty. We can never tell, anything can happen at any point of time. So every second is precious for everyone, so keep that in mind. I call helmet as a mental armor for a reason, because the moment, it's for me, in my opinion, the moment I place helmet on, I instantly switch my mindset. It's like helmet on, mindset switch. I literally activates, like in my brain it goes like rider mode activated. So I completely focus on my motorcycle, the road, clarity, and the purpose of why I am going where I am going. Okay, I don't care about anything else when I am on my motorcycle. That is the most and highest priority at that point of time. So some people I heard, some people saying like, "Hey, I am just going for a short ride. It's just like 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers." It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter at all. There is no such thing as just a short ride so that I don't wear a helmet. There is no such thing. Your brain doesn't know that distance. Keep that in mind. Only impact, every negative impact or every impact that you falls on the ground, you are done. So this the only thin line that is present there is your helmet. That is what the reason why I say helmet is the thin line between legacy and regret. Keep that in mind, okay? Once, see who you become when you wear one. I'll explain it a little bit so that you will understand. You look like a rider, you look like a responsible citizen, and you act like one. You look very calm, controlled, and collected. Your helmet silently says, I came prepared for everything. You know why I'm saying all this? At the same incident where I was helping the innocent pedestrian, checking and taking care of this person, someone just came by after, like, I'm about to leave that place. Someone just came by. I think these people are also somewhere looking like teenagers in a motorcycle, and came by and like, brother, what did happen? Did anything happen here? They were asking someone, and they were telling like someone just hit, blah blah blah, explaining all the story, and they just came forward, and that innocent teenager guy told me, "You have a nice ride, bro." I'm like, thank you, bro, but I think this is very irrelevant situation for the compliments. There is literally one guy fallen on the ground, and you who are focusing on nice ride. It was very innocent. He did not do it by intention. His intention was very different. It was like he was trying to admire my motorcycle Dominar 400. I get it, but it was just wrong moment. I said thank you, but listen, brother, this is not the time for admiration. If you are in this situation at any point of time, focus on the person who has fallen down rather than admiring the motorcycle at that given point of time. I really like your compliment. I really adore and respect everything, but this is a literally wrong situation to go for complimenting my motorcycle or me. So focus on the patient rather than this. It was kind of, in that situation I really kind of felt pretty bad. you know People are literally, young people and teenagers are focusing on wrong things. I don't know why. I mean, it was just a pure thing he was doing, but still, man, someone just fallen on the ground. You need to focus on people who has fallen on the ground, because that is more important. But anyways, we cannot change everybody mindset, but at least, if you are listening to this podcast, if someone falls on the ground, make sure that person who has fallen on the ground is safe, rather than complimenting other things. These are unnecessary at that given point of time. You can do that later in a different zone or different place or whatever, but that is not the time to do it. Keep that in mind, guys. Be mindful and help others. All right, because anyone can be in that situation, not just that innocent rider. Even in future, maybe some one of anybody listening to this can be a victim to this too, or you can be in that situation where you can give help a little bit. So focus on helping and making sure they get required help at least. Okay, do this for our fellow citizens, because every kind act will help us in one way or another, but don't expect anything from that. Okay, just do your job, just help the fellow citizen and move on. That's all. Because I also know some people will intentionally come to help and make business out of it and take money or whatever. I heard all these things also exist, but Do your thing and just move on. Do it with pure heart and kindness, nothing else. If you expect something, and I mean, in that situation, then definitely you are less of a human being if you do such kind of a thing. So never do such kind of things. Okay. And from the rider tip, let's just say how to choose the right helmet. I'll give a little insight. If you are living in India or in international countries like United States or maybe UAE or Russia or Australia, New Zealand, or anywhere, go for ISI or DOT or ECE certified helmets only. Okay, and also focus on buying full face or modular helmet only. Don't go for the half one, this, that. No, those doesn't do anything. Go for only full face or modular, that's all. And you need to buy the helmet first before buying motorcycle. Keep that in mind, because when I am about to purchase my Dominar 400 in 2023, I actually bought my own helmet almost 3 months ahead of time. And also make sure you buy the right helmet, not any random one you pick from anywhere else. No, go to a authorized shops, wear your helmet, check whether it's fitting you or not, brand and everything else. If you want, you can go for the pricing and all those things, but yeah, focus on perfect fit. It should perfectly fit your head, not too loose, not too tight, but perfect. Make sure that. And if you have budget, it's kind of a bonus thing. Buy some reflective elements like some stickers or something. If your helmet already has it, fine. If not, attach it on the back of it so that when light falls, the person can know that you are there. Maybe invest in built-in visor. If that is your priority, then go for it. I am talking about sun visor, guys. Not every helmet comes with sun visors. So yeah, I personally use empty helmets, and it's a neon color helmet which is very reflective, especially during nights. It's a black and neon mixed color. Major reflective parts are neon, so whenever the light hits, it just reflects, and you instantly know that there is some person or something is there. So yeah, that is very very important. And I also realized many people go for different style kind of helmets, all these things. That is also okay, fine, if you are into it, but I suggest to go for more practical one. Don't look for the you know you want to show off something kind of a thing. Go for the most practical on road, because think about what if something goes wrong and how to deal, and you are trying to prevent what if something goes wrong, and you are trying to take control as much as you can. So that's the thing you have to focus on. All right, and here is my final thought for everyone who is listening. Every time you strap that helmet on, you are not just protecting your head, you are protecting your purpose. So it's my kind request to everybody to ride smart and live sharp. All right, this is the end of this episode, and I will catch you up in next episode on Saturday 6 p.m. Until then, take care, ride smart, live sharp. Peace.